Stop recording.
Hey viewers, my name is Griff Spence, or possibly Grifter17, which is still on my YouTube channel because I made it ages ago and this is the first time I've actually worked out how to broadcast on it. Well, I did a live stream a few months ago, but this year was the first time I learned how to use it on the iPhone. So I am 24, I'll be 25 next April. I am fully blind and have been since birth due to a condition called Leber's amaurosis, and I have Asperger's syndrome, which is now known as autism spectrum disorder. So basically high functioning autism. So I'm pretty high functioning, but there are some things I find hard to deal with. So why am I making this video? This is an introduction to me and what kind of videos you could expect on this channel. I don't know what frequency I'll be doing them at because I'm not sure. Some of the stuff I'll be doing, I won't always be around the stuff to video. Bit of lift, travel. I do like the channel, I should say, Benno Lifts. And I do like car channels and flight channels, and I'm very interested in flying and driving cars and cars in general and planes and Flight Simulator, and I attend the Blind Driver Day in Melbourne every year and do a bit of driving on properties. So I really like my driving and my flying. So yeah, you'll probably see some videos of me reviewing my cars, and I have 3 cars at this point: a 1970 HT Kingswood with a red motor, but you'll have to wait for a while for me to review that because at this point I won't be able to see it until probably January. A 2001 VX Series 2 SS Commodore, which I may do a review of today, and a 2006 Toyota Corolla Ascent, which I may do a review of today. So you'll probably see videos of them, videos of Flight Simulator 2004, me flying with no add-ons, so no FSX Pilot. You've probably seen videos. There's another really good YouTube channel out there, Blind Flight Simmer. I'm actually subscribed to him. He's a really decent bloke. You should certainly check out his channel, but I don't remember the link. I'll try and get it in the description of one of my videos, on my Flight Simulator videos. But he does a lot of stuff with FSX Pilot, but I fly with a joystick, and I generally use Flight Simulator 9 or Flight Simulator 2004, as it's known as. So, I don't like automated flying. I much prefer realistic flying with a joystick. I have a full flight control system, and I basically use it using either sighted assistance from somebody else who can read the instruments, or using the inbuilt voice of the flying lessons, which comes with Flight Simulator 2002, 2004, and Flight Simulator X. So if you've got any of those flight simulators and you're blind, NVDA is probably the most accessible screen, the most easy screen reader to use with Flight Simulator, simply because you can put it to sleep when you start a what would you call it? A session, a game at least, or a flight. You can actually put NVDA to sleep. You can use NVDA Review to navigate through the options, and I'll do a video on that. Flight Simulator 2004 is the easiest one for it to navigate, and it's my favourite one. It's got the best sounds, it's got the best flying lessons, and it still has the introductory flight, which I like. And it also has some of the older aircraft that Flight Simulator X has taken away. So I fly that with either sighted assistance or using their flying lessons, and I will do some videos on that, hopefully, if I can work out which one my screen goes. So yeah, that's it. And I also am fluent. I use all the operating systems, Windows, even old ones like Windows 95 and Windows 98 and Windows 3.1 and DOS. And I do actually have a very old PC in here that is actually running MS-DOS, and I do play some old games on that. I may do a review on it before I go. I'm going back to Canberra tomorrow, so I may do a review on it. I also use Mac OS X. I use iOS for all my phones. At the moment, I've got an iPhone 8, 256 gig version. So that was brand new when I bought it, but it's now obsolete as of a year because they've brought out the new iPhone XS and XR, and I believe the home button's been completely ditched. So this is the last phone with a home button, which is fine. I did use an iPhone 10 in the store, and I can use the accessibility features without the home button. It'll just be a learning curve. So I may do podcasts on Mac OS X, on clean installing Mac OS X for blind users, etc., which you can do. A lot of people think you can't, or that you have to reinstall it using the internet. You don't. If you download it once from the App Store, you can use a command in Terminal, which I'll show, and I'll possibly link in the description if I can work out how to do that. And it'll simply put it onto a USB stick. The only thing that will be hard is selecting the USB and booting from it, but you can do that just with a bit of trial and error. Once you get there, you'll know, because if you go to install, if it doesn't ask you to connect to the App Store, it means that you've successfully run it, and it'll install straight from that USB with the accessibility. So VoiceOver will run with the standard Command F5. And it'll look like the Mac OS X recovery, but it won't need to connect to the App Store because all the data is on the USB, and that will allow you to completely re-image the Mac. I'll also do a bit of talking Windows PE, which I do a little bit of that myself. I have Windows 7 PE, Windows 10 PE, so I'll show you how to install Windows 7 and Windows 10, how to activate them with if you don't have a product key, and how to use Windows XP or Windows 2000, possibly even some little podcasts on Windows 95 and 98 with some older screen readers I still use. So yeah, that's what you can expect with this channel. Maybe even some Linux podcasts. I've been having some issues with Ubuntu Linux running in a VM, where every time I go to start the screen reader, it turns on and turns straight back off. So I'd say there's a bit of a fault there, so I've got to work out how I can get around that. And then once I have, I'll start making podcasts again on that. But I'm still learning Linux. So that's pretty much the end of the introduction. I hope you enjoy the channel. And yeah, this is an introduction. There's more to come. I'm not going to say it's going to be very consistent, because it probably won't be. It'll probably be every time I find something that I think is worth videoing. I don't know how to edit videos that well, so it'll all be ad-lib. Please excuse that. And I'll just, I'll pretty much just chuck it on here, and if it's no good, I'll take it down. If it's good, I'll leave it up, or I may even leave it up anyway. I mean, I don't think there's a limit on how many videos you can put up. At least I hope there isn't, because I know a lot of people who put a lot of videos on their channel, and I'm subscribed to people who do that, and there's a lot of videos out there. So that's basically it. And there is already one more video out here which was a complete failure. It was helped with a few things, and I was trying to show somebody what errors Flight Simulator X was having running on Windows 10. I ran it and it suddenly worked perfectly, which means I thought everything was good. I got off the video and it crashed straight away. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to go with Flight Simulator 2004 on Windows 7 or Windows XP. And as I said, I may make some videos of me flying blind and showing blind people that actually, technically, no, you don't need the add-ons. It is harder without the add-ons, but just having a bit of fun and just working out how an aircraft actually flies in real life is perfectly fine. Not only that, but it's more fun in Flight Simulator, unless you can have somebody to take you for a real fly, which I was very fortunate to have the privilege of doing, is very close to the real thing, Flight Simulator, and it'll give you a taste of what flying is really like. And if you can have someone take you up, do it, because it's a really good experience, even if you're blind. I don't know, I believe in the US you can get your pilot's license. In Australia you can't, because the laws all changed. You used to be able to, and I only got on the scene after they changed the rules, but somebody did take me up. They'll remain unnamed, but I did get the experience of flying. But if you can, if somebody's willing to take you up and let you fly, do it. if you're interested in flying. If someone's going to let you have drive of a car on a property or out on a racetrack or something like that, and you feel like you're confident, do it, because it's all exciting stuff and it's all cool and it's all fun. And my whole thing is about having fun and being safe, but also having fun. And you can have fun and take a few risks and still be safe if you're smart. I may cover some of that in other videos. It's a bit of a hard one because it's a grey area about how legal it is, and I'll work that out as time goes on. But I would like to certainly encourage people to have fun, live life, trying not to feel too sorry for yourself. It's sometimes hard when you have a disability. Try not to let people say you can't do something. It's just a challenge to do certain things. There's always a way, and I may try and cover some of this in other videos as well, and how I've dealt with people saying, well, you can't do that, you can't do this. So that's the end of this introduction, and I hope it's not too long, and I'd love to hear if anybody's interested in it, because my other video didn't even get looked at. But I'll keep on making little videos like this, and you know, I'm a small one-person channel. I'm not expecting any money out of this. I'm doing this purely because I want people to have information out there. I want people to see things. I want people to be able to experience things. And I love YouTube, you know. I've spent ages on it. And I found that even though the actual native YouTube app is not accessible, there are a lot of apps out there that you can get that are very accessible. Some are not supported, some are supported. So yeah, and it's amazing how much stuff is out there on YouTube. Like even you know, if you type into YouTube flying lessons or flying tutorials, you'll actually see real flying lessons, or even, you know, tutorials about how to learn to fly a plane, because in America you don't need a license to fly a small ultralight aircraft. So you know, it's amazing that you can go out on YouTube and you can actually learn how to do lots of things. And there's a lot of other how-to tutorials, like how to build a motorized bicycle kit, or how to, you know, how to fix something that's not working, or how to stop an Xbox that has the red ring of death, how to get rid of the red ring of death on an Xbox which isn't working, or how to, you know, reinstall Mac OS X even though you don't get an install disk anymore. So it's very amazing. I've found a lot of good stuff out there, and I'd like to start contributing to that stuff, because I've been on YouTube since I've been about 15. That was back in the days where I used to have to hack the 18+ settings. So I had about 3 accounts, but I've lost the other one because once I turned 18 I didn't need it. But I used to watch 18+ stuff, and it was quite interesting to see how much stuff was out there on YouTube. And the good thing with all the stuff out there is, even the 18+ stuff, I never had to worry because I couldn't see the screen because I'm blind. There's a lot of really good music out on YouTube, and I'm into my file sharing, and I'm into my eMule and my uTorrent and my Apple Music, which is only $12 a month for pretty much unlimited music. And YouTube was the first stop that I went. I still do download videos off YouTube, and you're welcome to download any of my videos. There are programs out there which I'm going to try and make videos on, because you can make YouTube videos about YouTube downloaders, right? Well, most of the YouTube downloaders I used, I actually found the videos how to download YouTube videos off YouTube, and then downloaded the videos so that I had them. So you're welcome to download any of my content, use it. Just always keep me as the producer on the YouTube channel. So if you want to copy it to your channel or whatever, just say that Griff Spence created it. You know, I'm not going to be really uploading much music or anything like that. I may do, but not here. I'll probably be doing that on eMule. It's just too hard to upload music on YouTube in regards to copyright, and I don't want. I may make a playlist that connects to all the music I enjoy, which you're welcome to look at. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for me. It's been the longest bloody intro ever. I don't think I've ever seen an introduction on YouTube. Or maybe learning to fly was probably one of the biggest ones. But anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to just keep doing this. And then hopefully I'll get a small crowd of people who'll be interested. I don't expect money. I don't expect Patreon. Yeah, so I don't think that YouTube costs money. It's supposed to be free, so I haven't found things to be an issue yet. So this is a bit of dipping my feet in the water bit. So we'll see. So hopefully I won't have issues. Alrighty. Well, this is Griff Spence out.
Stop recording button.